What's up, Film Jammers? Today we're going to show you how we filmed an LED wall car chase scene using virtual production. If you've seen shows like The Mandalorian or Ben Affleck and Matt Damon's new movie The Rip, then you've seen virtual production. They used LED wall volumes to simplify production. Car chase scenes can take weeks to plan, days to shoot, and an army of crew. But we shot this car chase scene in just 8 hours with a simplified crew of 6 people. No shutting down streets, no waiting on light, no risky business. Come check out how Film Jams filmed a car chase scene on the LED wall.
Car chases, filming them on LED walls. Car chases, filming them on LED walls.
So first, what is an LED wall? Well, an LED wall is a massive screen made up of panels that displays real-time environments. Instead of using a green screen, you can capture your background in camera and display realistic reflections and realistic lighting. So why use an LED wall for our car chase scene? Filming a car chase scene can be expensive, dangerous, require permits, stunt coordination, a process trailer, and road closures, while green screens can look artificial and outdated. With an LED wall, you can control your lighting precisely. Your actors can be in a safe environment in a comfortable studio. You can shoot multiple locations in one day just by swapping out the background. And you can reset nearly instantly for another take. Instead of driving around the block, hitting up Wendy's, and having to do it all over again. Might take 20 or 30 minutes to reset out in the field, maybe longer if you're waiting on light or the president.
You're gonna shut that movie down.
And most importantly, it looks incredibly realistic when done right. Let's talk about the setup. You'll need a vehicle. We opted for a convertible so we could see our actors better and light them a bit easier. Vehicle booties. These are optional but highly recommended so you can move your vehicle around the studio without having to start it and turn it around. A real-time environment or plate shot, and these are what you will project onto the LED wall as your background. Interactive lights with FX built in like apertures and finibars. These are optional but really make things a lot more realistic. A high-powered fan. This will create speed and simulate action when you're driving. A crew member to shake your vehicle, also optional but adds that realism. And of course, your LED wall or volume. So park that car in front of your LED wall. Let's get started. The most important part about making an LED wall car scene are the digital environment or your plates. These are the foundation for the lighting and tone of your scene. So our film had 3 different locations or scenes. We had a valet area, and here we used some practical things like a stand for the valet, the car itself, and some plants. We used Mid-Journey to generate this valet background. For the other driving scenes in the film, we needed true high-quality plate shots. These are the pre-shot or pre-rendered clips that will play on the LED wall behind you. We partnered with an awesome company called SimPlates that provided a number of plates for our film.
SimPlates provided us with 360 panoramic footage, which allowed us a lot of flexibility for the positioning and the field of view that we could shoot in. Using SimPlates allowed us to shoot a car chase in the studio without permitting or the hazards of shooting a car chase out in the real world.
SimPlates can basically create very high-end realistic environments. Using modern graphic technology, they can create these virtual plates that can put us anywhere from the desert to the Pacific Coast Highway or even a city night scene. This saves you from having to go out and shoot the plates yourself or use real driving shots, which can also have their own downsides. Plates we used were 8K and full 360 panoramic seamless. This gave us a ton of flexibility while filming. Or if you want to use real driving plates, there's a company like Plate Pros, which create actual driving scenes from, say, New York City or the suburbs, and they put cameras on a real car and drive around and get the plates. But it's a lot more difficult with those type of plates to simulate a chase scene since they have to follow the laws of the road. With the SimPlates that we used in our film, they were able to go as fast or as slow as we wanted because they're virtual plates. And if you don't want to use any of those things and you don't want to spend any money on plates, you can go out and shoot them yourself if you're feeling frisky and want to do a whole lot of extra work. Here are 3 quick tips for working with plate shots and blending them with your LED wall. Try to match the lights in your plate shot to the light in your practical scene. This is especially important for night scenes. For example, in our scene, we had some street lights that were going over the car. So we had to make sure that those lights were in the right direction so that it didn't look like the lights were here and the car's driving here. If everything's lined up practically in your scene here with the virtual world, it'll really add a lot of dynamics and realness to your shot so your viewer feels immersed in your movie.
The benefit to having the LED wall is you can see it. You can see the scene behind it. And now what you really want to do is make sure that all of your sources are mimicking what you see on the screen. If the sun's over here, you don't want the key to be coming from over there.
Make sure to line up the angle of your plate shot with the angle of your vehicle. If there's just even a slight degree off, it can feel artificial and take your viewer out of the scene. So take the time to line up your plate shot perfectly with your car. Use the natural reflections of the LED wall onto your vehicle to sell the shot. Reflections are something you don't get on a green screen, so use them to your advantage when you're using the LED wall. Realistic lighting and reflections are one of the biggest advantages of an LED wall over traditional green screen car scenes. Use motion to sell your shot. Your car doesn't need to actually move, but a little shake on the back bumper of a crew member can really add a bit of realism. It can really sell the motion of driving. And using a high-speed fan will also sell the high-speed feeling that your characters are driving fast. And if you can use those interactive lights we talked about flying overhead to simulate movement, that's one more element that will bring realism to your scene. And lastly, use a variety of angles to make your scene more dynamic. We had limited time when filming, but we were able to get this one shot behind the car that really makes you feel like you're in the moment with the actors. Try to avoid these common mistakes when filming an LED wall car chase scene. Mismatched background speed. Make sure the background of your plate shot matches what's going on in the scene. If they don't quite match up, it won't look real. If it's too fast or too slow, the scene can look artificial or fake. Do some tests beforehand to see what looks right and what feels right. Mismatched lighting direction or color. Make sure your practical lights aren't going a different direction than the lights on the LED wall, and make sure the color of your LED wall matches the practical color on your actors. Sometimes a little more green or a little less green can make all the difference. Avoid overly sharp backgrounds. We shot on Atlas anamorphic lenses at a T2 stop, which is wide open and makes them very shallow. And in addition to this, we even blurred the LED wall background a little extra to try and get it as shallow looking as possible. For LED walls, most of the time, the best rule of thumb is the shallower, the better, the more realistic it will look. Ignoring reflections on your car. If you don't match your reflections on your vehicle to what you're seeing on the screen, it's going to pull back the veil of realism. And reflections can also work in a negative way in the studio as well, because you might see a big light that's now reflected in the hood of the car. So you have to flag that off and keep an eye on those reflections. These are all things that can instantly break the illusion for your viewer, so make sure to keep an eye on them. Final tips: shoot with shallow depth and open your aperture. Use longer lenses to add realism and dynamics to your scene. Plan your route like a real chase so your actors know when to turn or when to speed up. And remember, virtual production works best when it augments reality, not replaces it. Okay, it is about time to check out that scene we filmed. Cue it up, Charlie.
They're on us! Drive! Look, I really think you got the wrong guy, man!
You gotta believe. Dimitri never believed. Just get me to the drop and you'll be out for good. Just think about that beachfront cabana you've always wanted, right? Step on it.
Look, my name is Marv Henley, okay? I just rented this car to impress a girl. She said she had a waffle maker. I don't think she did.
The fate of the world is in your hands.
The fate of the world?
Do not let them get what's in that case.
Is that real blood?
It's up to you, man. I'm not gonna make it. Do it for me, Marv. Do it for Haley. Do it for you.
There's a dead end. I don't know what to do.
Just keep going.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
That beachfront cabana sounded pretty nice.
Yeah, it sure did.
And that's how you film a car chase scene on the LED wall. Thanks for joining us. If you want to check out the full film, we'll have a link to it below. And if you don't have an LED wall, check out our other video on how to film a car scene at night without driving. I'm Christian with Film Jams, and we'll see you on the next one. Cue it up, Charlie.
Car chases, filming them on LED walls.
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and come around here more often to the Film Jams farm, where we got goats and cameras and cows and chickens and lights and cucumbers.